We are at a Goodwill right in the middle of Phoenix. We're kind of in the center-ish of town, and we came to this side of town because last time we thrifted here, Hannah had one of the biggest jean hauls of her life, and we're looking for jeans today, so we figured why not go back to where it's worked out before. So I'm very excited about this. There's a couple Goodwills on this side of town that I really like, so today should be good. Okay, is that a Cabbage Patch? That's the wrong size, but it looks Cabbage Patch-ish. What is it?
It looks newer.
Yeah. Do they make them smaller these days? Well, dang, make it naked.
Gotta figure it out. Yeah, she's branded.
I don't know anything about the newer ones. Also, this looks, oh, Howard the Duck, are you kidding me? Keep an eye out for this.
Aw, okay.
I would love, that's one of very few pops I'd love to have and keep. Looks like someone ripped it out of the box. I don't know, there's a lot here though. You can tell they're really well stocked. What are you? Dinosaur Adventure 3D, okay. Man, I'd love to find that pop. Lots of Legos. What'd you say?
I spotted hummus.
I thought you said hummus. Ooh, is that the only train in there? There's only one train. I'm swamped with tracks right now. All I have is tracks. Mando. BB Baby. God, I'm gonna have to spend a while digging through all this because there's just a lot. There's no telling what goodies are buried under all this. Oh my goodness. Board games. Caribbean stud. Okay. That's pretty dope. What is Hannah doing? She's dropping things.
Did you say I dropped things?
Yeah, at the same time you did.
I did. Kind of hoping to find some Bratz today because yesterday I found one and I just like wasn't feeling it. It wasn't one that I really wanted. And now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I should have probably got it, but you know, you live and learn. There's really not a ton of dolls here, so we're probably not gonna find any today. Oh goodness, I always drop things. Did you say I drop things?
Yeah, at the same time you did.
I did. There's a bunch of dolls and stuff like mixed in with this. I don't know if I'm gonna have the patience to go through all of this right now, so we're probably just gonna give up at this one and hope that we find some more at our next stop.
It's very nice, but it doesn't have a price on it. We'll hold on to it. Also, what is this? Calendar.
Alrighty, the Bratz doll search is on pause for now because there's nothing here, but we're gonna check the dishes, see if there's anything amazing. I haven't had a ton of luck at this Goodwill. Hold on. Okay, I thought I had to sneeze. I'm good though. Sneezing now in like the Rona times is terrifying. It's just like, oh my gosh, no, I'm wearing a mask so it's fine, but like, I don't want everyone to stare at me and be like, oh my gosh, she sneezed. Anyway, I haven't had a ton of luck at this Goodwill for dishes, but I've found a few like small pieces, so we'll see if there's anything here to look at. Looks like a lot of odds and ends up here. No, my nose is running. I'm falling apart. Whew. Oh, this is cute. Looks very Ray Dunn. It's not though, it's just Target. Aw, scary onion dude. All right, moving on.
My experience at this specific Goodwill looking for video games has never been particularly great. and there's next to nothing here now. It's kind of a bummer when Goodwill doesn't even have a video game section or block amongst the DVDs. Usually when that happens, there's a game or two scattered out, but I'm not seeing much of anything. I've been trying to find the 10 or 15 movies that are like my top favorite movies that I like to watch on a regular basis. Like there's a few movies I like to watch every year, stuff like that. So I've been kind of checking Blu-rays for those, but that stuff never shows up. However, though, I did just spot, I do believe, some PlayStation goodness. Oh yes, and for $1. That's why you gotta check them. You gotta check them CDs. Hadn't happened to me in a while.
Ooh, I spotted something shiny. I enjoy this. I don't know if it's vintage or not, but it reminds me of vintage things. I thoroughly enjoy it. It doesn't have a sticker on it though. So I'm definitely not getting it to put in my dish booth because it's just one cup. Nobody's gonna want just one cup. It's a little small for my cups. I usually like a glass of milk, not a glass of milk. But that's just me. I enjoy drinking just things, I guess. Everyone likes drinking things anyway. Humans need liquid to live. You know what I'm saying. I like big cups.
Whole lot of Disney stuff here. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to buy this one. Ooh, that's wild. $2.49. And then two of those guys. I didn't realize she was a backpack. That's cool. And then the Good Dinosaur.
All right, let's take a walk through the women's jeans because that's what I got on my brain today. I found a ton of good stuff at Savers the other day, and I really want to find some more. These are cute. I mean, they're not old at all, but they're really cute. Though, if I were wearing them, I would not want this on the outside, but I guess they only like tacked it in two little spots, so they knew you'd want to remove that. I would definitely remove it. Let's see, what's they got today? Probably nothing, but we're gonna definitely check just in case. Okay. There's like 3 rows, I think, so maybe we'll find something good. These are kind of cute. I think the elastic waist jean situation is really cute. I know it's like a trend people do wear. It's new. No one ever wore it. Missy Sports denim pull-on short from Sears. Neat. As far as selling it, I don't think that it's super popular. I've got a couple pair of elastic waist shorts on my page on Depop, and they have not much shaking on that, but I think they're cute. Some Ralph Lauren's, nah. Let's see, these look chunky. Some dead stock Lee Riders, these are cute. Oh, 12M. I swear to you, I always find 12 or 14. Never anything smaller or anything bigger, just 12 and 14. I'm chock full of them. I don't understand it. Must be a very common size for Lee Riders. For $10, I don't think that's worth it. We'll pass. Oh, these are cute. $10 St. John's Bay. Ooh, these are so cute.
Another almost perfect one. It's really tight in the neck. My neck is like 19, 20 inches or something, you know, and I don't know what the standard is, 16 or 17 or something like that. Like, yeah, 16, 16 and a half, 16, 8, 17. But it's not the worst. It's just a little tight. But the sleeves are nice and long, and it's a very tall shirt. So I quite like this one.
Okay, checking back in about the 2 pairs of jeans that I really love. I do still really love them, and I don't want to leave them behind. But here is my thought process. Thinking about it in a logical sense, $13 for these. I could probably only get like 25 to 30 out of them, which, I mean, yes, it is making money, but after fees and shipping and all the work to post it and everything, I'm making like $15 or so on the jeans themselves, and I don't think that that's gonna be worth it. I would be so excited to find these for $5 or at the bins. So we're gonna say goodbye to these. These, heartbreaking. There's a big stain on the bottom, and I don't really want to mess with trying to get that stain out and hoping it works. And I love them, but probably not a good buy either. So though I'm smitten, I'm gonna be logical and leave them behind. Okay, we've moved on to the blankets, and I've left those jeans behind, and I'm sad, but it's fine because we have crochet beauties here. These are kind of cute. The granny square is pretty. Not the right color scheme, I think. I think it's a little bold for most people's decor. That looks pretty good.
Well, the neck buttons, which is one of the bigger problems, I got a big old neck. My shoulders are extra wide, which makes my wingspan even longer. So between my long arms and my wide shoulders, to find a dress shirt that sits like this is pretty rare. The only problem, the only negative right now is that I need this to be about 5 inches taller so I can tuck it in. Because honestly, I could stand here and tuck this in, but if I do about anything, if I give them a high kick in this shirt, it's coming untucked. I don't know, it's the first, I've been looking at every button-up shirt in every Goodwill we've been to for about a month. This is almost the first time I've found one I can even get on. I know that sounds ridiculous, but you guys have no idea how wide my shoulders are. I'll tell you, the first time I ever got measured for a costume in a theater production, the lady's sitting there taking my measurements, and she'd measure my, my waist. She'd look up at me. She went and did it again. And finally, she measured my arm, and she looked up at me. I said, "What?" And she goes, and I quote, "Them's the longest arms I've ever measured." That's what she said. And they're not that long. I got a little brother with longer arms than me. She had never seen nothing like it. Now look at all my plushies on the floor.
Your hoard.
My hoard. Did you end up getting anything?
I didn't. There was a bunch of like fine stuff, but nothing I should actually get.
Yeah, I kind of felt that way about these plushies. I try not to crowd our antique mall booths with too many plushies.
This genie one's pretty dope.
Yeah, it's really cool. How much did they end up charging you for it?
I guess same as some of the others.
Yeah,
She didn't say anything about it not having a tag.
Yeah, I didn't have a tag. I bought a dress shirt, which wasn't the one we were looking at. Drop stitch, rip, big rip. I ended up finding one that did fit better. We're at the old Value Village now, and this is like a sleeper thrift store for us. It's not often very good, but sometimes we'll probably stop here twice a month, and maybe once every few months one of those trips will just be like, oh my God, we need to just live at this thrift store. It's crazy. Usually for clothes, the clothes after they've restocked here can be pretty awesome. Video game wise, I usually find some okay cheap $1, $2 stuff, but I don't know. We'll see what happens today.
I'm very excited to go jean shopping at this thrift store. They usually have some pretty good stuff, so I'm super excited. But I walked in the door and spotted these babies for $15, which I ordinarily wouldn't even think about, but the blue tags are actually half off right now, or 75% off, so that makes these like $4, so we'll probably go ahead and get that. Except, what is this? This is a failed attempt at a DIY little panel on the side. They tried to make like glued 2 pieces or 4 pieces together, and it's like stiff fabric but not stiff enough to kind of hold the shape of it. It didn't go well for them, hence why it's here. But I could probably just remove all that and then use them for what I need. That's just an added step. Unless, is that glued? I think it might be glued. If it's glued, these are a no-go. It is glued. It's not leaving much residue, which is fine. it's been cut and it's been glued. I'm not even gonna mess with it. It's a shame. I really wanted some Levi corduroy.
There's a crazy amount of video games here. A big bucket down there, a whole shelf full of them. There's a flute, there's a violin. It's kind of nuts.
Excited to check out the dish section at this thrift store because they usually have pretty reasonable prices. So I'm hoping to find something decent. Let's see. That's kind of cute. That's actually not a decent price, but that's okay. We'll keep looking. Oh, this looks like some vintage milk glass, some Federal glass. Nah. Federal glass can be a good pickup, but there's like specific patterns that are valuable and just the basic stuff really isn't. So we'll leave that behind. Oh, Pyrex. $2.49. It's a little dishwasher dead. That's a little hard to bring back, that like clouding. That one's super cheap though. We might go ahead and get those. I might be able to get some, buff out some of that like clouding, because it kind of scratches off pretty well. It broke my nail, but it's actually useful right this second. So we'll give it a shot. Cool, we'll bring those home.
Bro, I want this to an irrational level. Oh my goodness. $4 for a skateboard? What? There's not a lot of snow, obviously, here in Phoenix, but like an hour north where my brother lives, 2 hours north, there's a lot of it. So I'm gonna have to think about this one. I'm already spending enough on video games, I really don't need to, but I want it. I really want it. Ooh, also, oh, she's half off too, so $1.50. Let's do it. Let's do it.
What'd you find?
A ski skateboard.
Oh my god.
A skeetboard.
You're so dumb.
Hello. So the game room looks a little bit different, as I'm sure you can tell. Got my keyboard down here. I've been setting up this whole room to be a podcast area and to do some other live video type stuff in. Not that we necessarily plan on putting on any concerts or anything like that, but I'm putting all my electronic gear and stuff in this room to do that kind of thing in, and the game room, the shelves and stuff is just the background. Pretty cool. Furbies in the background. I mean, come on. But we don't have our normal setup in here to do wrap-ups. That's all right. We're going to make do anyways. I texted a picture of this to my brother, and he replied, "Time to up your health insurance." That was his reply. And he's right, because there's a broken ankle waiting to happen. But my brother, same brother, does live up north where it snows quite a bit. So I'm going to find some bunny slopes. Some very slight 1-2 degree declines to go down on that. Don't you think?
So, not bunny slopes, just hills.
Tiny hills. Tiny, tiny little mounds. I bought plush today, and some of the stuff I kind of told the camera I wasn't going to buy, and then I bought it anyways. It's very easy because of how cheap plush is here to overdo plush in antique malls where we sell most of this stuff. Very easy. We made that mistake with our first booth here. It just ended up being swallowed with plush, and I had to just get rid of some because it doesn't sell too fast. So I tried to only buy the stuff I know I was going to sell. We've sold all the peanuts that we buy. And we sell all the, like, Toy Story and a few other specific Disney/Pixar things we sell a ton of. But, like, I can't imagine this isn't going to sell. Because this is very nice, you know.
It is.
It's a little bit older. It's very nice. This is the kind of thing I worry about. That's not going to sell that quick. Simply because she's a backpack, she'll probably sell pretty quick. But I don't know. I don't want to bury my antique malls in plush. I try really hard not to. What else did I get? I got some video games. We'll maybe go over those last. Let's do my shirt first, and then Hannah can talk about her dishes. Is all you got today dishes?
Yeah.
I found your face mask.
Aha! I knew it was in there.
You might notice in some of today and parts of other videos for this week, Hannah doesn't have a face mask on. Well, she doesn't have that face mask on. It's because we lost it in that bag. Here's how a dress shirt's supposed to fit me. I've showed off, and honestly, it's still a little bit small. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to tell this, but the neck is just like, it's just right. So it's a little bit tight. It's one of those. Hannah will probably be able to give me an extra centimeter or two by adjusting the button.
I'll scoot it over a bit.
But last time I owned a lot of dress clothes, I was a little bit less thin than I am now. That feels wrong for some reason. I haven't tied a tie in a while. I don't do fancy knots. I'm also really tall, so like, I can't tie the tie very... See how short that is? I have to give it all, and honestly, this might be a kid's tie. Sometimes I try to wear thin ties just because I like how much of a joke my wide self is with the thinnest tie. So there it is at max length. And some of you are gonna be like, it's a kid's tie. No, joke's on you, I'm 7 foot tall is what it is. I've messed this one up.
You could do it.
It's difficult though, because I'm trying to do it as long as possible. I don't have a lot of dress clothes. I don't think I'm gonna dress up for Thanksgiving. Which for us, as of shooting this, is tomorrow. If you're watching this, it might actually be posted on Thanksgiving. I'm not sure exactly how it's gonna go, but that tie's a joke.
It's just acceptable.
Yeah, like with a jacket it'll be fine, but
Yeah.
see what I mean by trying to use the least? I'm just too tall, is all there is to it. I can't wait to get all the tie tips in the world in the comments tomorrow, but I'm telling you, ties are difficult. It's gotta be one of those ridiculous long ones or it kinda looks funny on me.
I just need to make you some.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Back when I had a lot of dress clothes and some ties, I had some custom ties that Hannah made, and they were the perfect length for me.
I made you bow ties, too.
Yeah. I've made myself some bow ties a few times. I keep doing it the exact same.
Shorter than it was.
Well, I haven't tied a tie in years, but this shirt fits nicely, and thank God, because last time I was looking at shirts in the Goodwill, a lot of people were like, well, just go to JCPenney's or these stores with big and tall. And I'm like, that's a good idea, but you guys know me. I'm not going to wear nothing probably that didn't come from the thrift.
Same.
There we go.
A little nubbin.
There we go.
It still looks like it's at the exact same point.
I think I got an extra inch that time. I probably won't keep this tie. It's just a little bit shorter than normal. But I think I still have some ties in our storage unit that'll work a lot better than this one. This one was a mistake. It might actually just be a kid's tie. And that's the funny part. It's hard to tell the difference between kids' ties and proper adult skinny ties. But like I said, I always think a skinny tie looks hilarious on me, so I always wear them. Show up to important family dinners, and everybody's got the big business ties on, and here's the biggest one of them with the... You guys, I don't guess, think it's as funny as I do. But this is all right. Look how tall it is. It almost covers my shorts.
You're gonna look naked. I have a few shirts that do that to me.
Yeah. Well, it's very different for me, but I quite enjoy this. Okay, Hannah, let's come over here and let's talk about your dishes, and then we'll talk about my last few games.
Alrighty. I was very excited to pick these up because these, I think I have the big one in my antique mall. If it hasn't already sold, we'll have to check that out whenever I get there in the next couple of days. But the small one of the Cinderella bowls, and I'm super excited about them. They were super cheap. I do need to do a little bit of work on them and see if I can get rid of the cloudiness of it, but that might just be the gloss starting to die, so it might not go away. But yeah, I was super happy about these. Totally worth not finding anything else. I'm excited.
All right, well, take the camera back, and I'm going to talk about some video games. So a funny thing happened, and honestly, I haven't edited the video that you're watching, so I'm a little bit afraid of seeing what I might have missed. Not necessarily what I missed, but I mean, anytime I look at video games and miss something while I'm in the store because I'm like paying attention to my camera, you better believe that I notice when I get home and edit, because then I'm looking at it brand new and I'm not focusing on anything else but it. But that's not the case here as much as it is. I had to take up a lot of the lady's time that was behind the counter to go through all those games. There was more games at that Value Village than I'd ever seen. And so she was just handing me piles, and I was going through, and I was trying to scan a few and see how much this was and that was. And finally, I handed her a big bunch of games and said, "Here, I'll take these." And she said, "Okay, here's a ticket." And then you take the ticket up front, and you hand it to them when you're checking out, and, you know, they'll bring them up to you. Well, when I had at least like that many, and when she brought them up to me, it was like 2 games. I was like, "Where's the rest?" She's like, "I don't know what you're talking about." So I had to go back over and try to dig through them again and find the ones I had. So you may have watched some footage just now that had some games in it I didn't come home with. Hopefully it wasn't the good stuff, because it just turned into a mess. But it happens. It happens when things are put behind the counter like that sometimes. But I'm pretty excited for Terminator. That'll be a fun game to mess around with, if nothing else. We are now playing video games on our second channel, Rubber Duck Yellow, so subscribe to that if you're not already. We were just doing like trading card game stuff over there, but we decided to expand it to putting our actual gameplay footage on there, as well as some board game and other stuff we'll be doing. Hannah and I have a semi-long running racing karting game series that we've been trying to get into, and because we just have, I mean, look at all these games. There's so many dumb racing games. The worse the better. This looks hilarious. Furious Karting. That looks like something we could be really mean to each other in. So we'll be playing that over on the other channel. Subscribe.
We're never mean to each other when we play.
Oh no, of course not. Frogger Beyond. Looks awesome. Looks like some puzzle platforming or something, and I've got a lot of Frogger games that I've enjoyed playing, so maybe that'll be good. Scooby-Doo Unmasked needs to be put in a green case. Our cat is on the other side of the room terrorizing the place. Monsters vs. Aliens. The sticker thing going on at that Value Village was kind of crazy. There's just 3 random colors, and they're all different percentages off, so I was like looking at a game, looking across the room at the sticker chart, and just trying to figure out what was cheap. So I didn't have that, and that was like 75% off or something like that, so I was like, no brainer. And then the lone PlayStation 1 game. Pretty good haul. Hannah, what was your favorite thing we got today?
My bowls.
You don't like Stitch?
He's cute, but he's not a Pyrex.
Hannah's a huge Stitch fan. I'm not a hater of Stitch or anything. I'm actually most stoked about the shirt, if you can't tell. Boo for the tie.
Lame.
It didn't work out well.
You look like you have no neck, though. It's really funny. Your collar's
really?
popped.
Does it make me look thinner at all?
I don't know. Drop it in the comments.
Don't.
Be kind.
Here we go. It feels good. I mean, it is tight around the neck, but what are you going to do? How do you lose? Oh, look. You didn't even tell me this whole time my collar was up.
I said it just like 5 seconds ago. That's why you had no neck.
What? Is that better? Did it look like that the whole time?
Yeah.
That's so good.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? It fits a little looser now that it's down. Still,
good.
Still a little tight, but it's fine. I don't know if I should wear this for Thanksgiving tomorrow, because once I eat all that turkey, it might not hold me. Guys, you comment below before we go. Let us know what your favorite thing we got today was. It the Terminator game, the Stitch, the bowls? I don't know. Today was good. I had fun, at least. We do post daily videos. I haven't even tried to button the wrist. It seems fine, though. We post daily videos is the main takeaway for today. So make sure you come back tomorrow and hang out with us then. And until then, guys, peace out.